one of the few things that we did was basic concept. So we are able to draw get this here straight down at the side. You can be able to pick devices. You can have the network devices. When you click here, you will find several network devices down here. Then select any of those, or you can get the end device here. One of the first practicals we did was to connect two machines and be able to test if they. So pick one PC to drop it. The second one thing is to connect them. So we were using the generic connection so that later we would set up or just and see how they are done. So those are the two devices we have connected. If I click on this device, I can be able to get attributes about this PC. So here on the first tab, in regard to the physical tab, which shows the physical layout. Then we have the config tab, whereby we are having the configuration of the device. And we were saying that there are two ways. If you look at this display here, we are having a version for the IP version 4 and 6. So the first thing we were to do was to configure the default gateway. The default one, 255.2.0. Then with the first Ethernet configuration, and version 4, we gave it static IP. Said that DHCP is the default configuration protocol. We discuss it in the, but it is normally used for the automatic for devices, whereby you as the user, you don't need to figure any IP address. But for the purpose of our class, we are doing give the device an IP address like 10.1. And once we do that, the subnet mask comes automatically. We had discussed in this class about subnet mask, looking at the different types of classes and classes. So I hope up to there we are moving together. Then once we have given that IP address and the subnet mask, the other thing you need to note is the MAC address, which we said is normally used at layer 1 and layer 2. So the MAC address, that one we do not need to change because it is by default. So we are through with this first machine, but there are other things you can set like the set now, and you can see the coverage range. Oh, are you able to hear me properly?
No, mwalimu.
Oh, even now.
Now it's clearer.
Okay. I think it is the microphone which has a challenge because I think the network is okay. So up there we are okay.
Your voice is good now.
Okay, and the configuration configuring the first Ethernet and also the global configuration set, is that okay?
Would you mind repeating that again with, because the voice equals sour.
Oh, so I was saying, when you come and click on this machine, this is you. On this configuration area, there are several tabs. in this dialog box. We have the physical configuration, which shows how the machine is laid out. Then we have the configuration tab, whereby in global configuration, we can the default gateway, we change machine name, maybe we call it like maybe user one, and then you put the default gateway. We already discussed what gateway is for. The default gateway is normally you have machines in two different networks. So if a machine is on one network and it machine on another network, then you will need to have the default gateway. But here, it's just machine, and so definitely you will be in one network. So we will discuss this when we grow the network. Right now we are using simple network for machines. And so once you have and the display name, then you can also do the first Ethernet configuration, whereby you have that IP address, and there is also the MAC address, machine address, thereby default, and then we have the IP address which we have down there at the subnet mask. When we go to this tab is where now we can do more activities, and here we are interested in the part of the machine. If we were using a Linux system, we will be using, here we use the command prompt. When I click on command prompt, I can use a command like IP config, and to be able to show me the IP address that I have the subnet mask and gateway. So that one is okay. In the programming tab, nothing much is there. It's just for configuring some program in machine, and there are also attributes of machine itself. Maybe the MD, that is the main point configuration code, source, the rack unit, and so on. So we are dealing with machine one, cut machine. The same thing applies. When we come to the configuration tab, we can change it to user two, and then we put the default gateway just like we have done on the other one. It's 5.55.55.0, and then we go to the first Ethernet configuration, the IP 10.10.10. The first one we had put .1, so this other one we have put .2. Subnet mask come automatically, and here we have put 4. When you go to desktop, we open command prompt and IP, but the command is supposed to give us information about the configuration of this machine, and there it is. So we have it as 5.5.0 as the gateway here, and then we also have 5.5.0 as the subnet mask, and then we have 10.10.10. So there we go. First of all, if we look at uh, the other lectures I had shared about different IP classes. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, yes.
So you understand about the IP addresses,
Yes.
like the class A, class B, class C, such that, like here, we have 10.10.10.2, meaning that is a class A address. What does that mean when we say this is a class A address? So we have said that for you to understand the different class addresses, you normally look at the first. We have an IP addresses having 4 octets, and when it has those 4 octets, the first octet is supposed to tell us the class of that IP address. So this one is a class A address, but I insist that look, we are just going through it very quickly. So once we are through that, then we move on to the next activity, which we want to test connectivity. So we are going to see the other machine supposed to check the connection and be able to send packets from one machine to the next one. So we need 10.10 dot 10 dot 1. And so by default, machine number is on with user number 1 since it's giving us a reply. So we're gonna give hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So the next thing we do configuration of two machines. So the next thing that we did was to connect more than two machines. Connect two machines is easy and straightforward. Now, when it comes to more than two machines, then we bring in the aspect of resources. Like for you to connect more than two machines, you interface cards, which is a cost and a lot of work. So what do you normally do? You use network devices. Remember first class said that for network work, you need network devices. One of the function of network devices is network. So when we want to draw the network, for example, we will have let me open a new workspace, and then let me assume that I have the following n devices. So I have device 1. I also have another one. Those are two devices. So for we will need networking device. So by default, we will choose a networking device that will be able to connect them physically in one local area network. So I could take a switch like the 29.1, I place it there, and then this is a root. Sorry, sorry. I needed to have a switch. So what I need to do is get a switch and 960 and I there so that I can link these three machines to the switch. So like that. I hope you're not going to have challenges in these connections. I hope you are able to do them practically by yourself. Or it is giving you a challenge, Kelvin.
Yes. There's a
Why?
challenge.
Uh-huh. Iko wapi?
Actually, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, packet tracer. You have your packet tracer open.
Okay, let me open it, Bado.
or let's open it so that we can move together. Once you have it open, let us now proceed together. Open it, you start dragging and dropping those items. Open it again. Oh, so if I want to expand the network, now this, this side is just one local area network up where the switch is. Since I have introduced the router, then it means that the network is different from this other network. This is another local area network. So I will pick the connection like this again. I click. No, the connection is changing. The moment I just click here and my mouse comes here. Unaona kaka keboka kona RJ45 hapo mwisho. Nina click kwa hiyo machine and then inaenda tu hivyo, hiyo cable grow inakuja kwa hii switch nyingine. I click there again, connection imekuwa complete. Have you tried to do that? It should work without any challenge. You click on another one, the mouse changes again, you click on top of this machine.
Yes, imewaka.
Oh, yeah. So you go connecting them like that. So that is another local area network we have grown. Then we are going to set up like this with this route. So this local area network is connected to this router. So a router, like we were saying, different devices work on different levels of OSI model. So the switch at layer 2 is able to expand a local area network. Like when I bring this mouse on top of this switch, it shows that the switch name is switch 0. The device model is 2960. The host name is switch because there is nothing we have changed. Then is a 24 port switch. That is why it has port from numbers 1 up to 24, if you look at the list. But since we have connected 3 devices to this switch, so link number, link number 1, 2, and 3, they are showing as they are up. But these are links down because there are no devices which are connected. We come to this router. The router shows that it has 2 links up. Because here, sorry, when I move mouse, so the device name is 1, device model is 29.1, the host name is router, but then it is connected to port Ethernet 0 is down since we have not configured it. So let me see if it comes back. Sorry. Ethernet 1 is also down because there is no IP address which has been set. I hope you are able to see that. We are okay up here.
Yes.
Okay. When you come to this other switch, the same thing happens. We are having a 24-port switch. Only 3 ports have been connected, so they are up. All the others are down. So that is the one thing we needed to see. Like we were configuring these machines, for example, I could configure these machines, say that I call this machine number 1. So this I could say, call it just 1, call this 2, call this 3. So I hope everybody is able to do what I am doing, just changing the PC names. I call this one 4. Call this one 5. Call this one 6. So we have 6 machines, but 3 of them, they are in one local area network. 3 of the others are in another local area network. And in between, we have the router, which is dividing those 2 networks. Or it means that once we introduce the router, we are having 2 different networks. So I hope everyone is able to have such a setup.
Yes.
So kila mtu atengeneze kitu kinakaa hivyo. I hope we are together with everyone. So I hope up to there, everybody, we are together. Now, there are some few things we did in our previous class. We were able to configure some basic activities. Simple. We were opening the router, for example, the same way we have opened the PCs. You just double click on the router, it will bring out this configuration dialog box. And then instead of going to configuring, here we have it as router 1. Then we go to the CLI, the command line interface. When you go to the command line interface, we had said that there are several commands. This is where now you can perform activities. So when you're on the command line interface, you bring your mouse there, you press enter, and you have entered the router, and you can start performing different activities. Once we are in the router, privileged exec mode, whereby now we can get all. So for us to do that, we are going to type enable. Once you do that, you see we have changed from the larger than sign to the hash, the sign. So we are in the privileged exec mode. When you type the question mark, you see the number of commands has increased. We have many different activities you can perform once you are in the privileged exec mode. What we need to do is to configure the router. So for us to configure the router, we are going to use this command. I hope you are able to see that, the configure command, so that we can enter the configuration mode. Are you able to see that? Alvin,
Yes.
tuko
Yes.
pamoja? So I'm going to type figure terminal. Then press enter. You see what has happened is we have entered the configuration mode. You see here again, yes, there is the hash, but in between there is the config in quote marks, meaning that we are able now to configure the router the way we want. One of the activities we can do is to change the host name. How do we change? we just type host name router 1. So you type host name router 1. Enter. See, it has stopped from being router to router 1. Be able to do that. I hope we are all able to do that. So just a minute, you do it. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. See that? It's the network. See, what CC, SWAT are as sensitive. So if you are putting then you so what have done that, and then we exit to get out of the global configuration mode. Exit. Yeah. Now we have gone out of the global configuration mode. If we want to enter again, say terminal, exit, then exit. So we have exited and we need to return. So when we come to enable, see now we are being asked for a password. We have to remember our password was CCNA, enter, and there we are, so that we can say configure terminal, and we are good to go. So are you able to set the password? Ama nitaenda mbio. Kevin
Mimi
and
nimepotea.
Moses. Oh, Moses umepotea.
Sijapotea, but unaweza repeat tena kindly.
Oh, so what we are doing is like this. First, let me router. Acha niendelea now. Acha niingie kwa switch. The same thing we were doing. Si ndio? Ingia kwa switch, sema unaendea wapi? Kwa CLI. CLI ndio command line interface. Ile kuta connect console, because you can't work on the switch or the router by itself. Haina interface, lazima connect machine yako using cable. Na ukiconnect machine yako, then now you can be able to configure it. Hapa ni sawa?
Yes.
So ukikuwa hapa, you have to press enter. We are already in the command line interface. Press enter and get a switch with the larger than sign. Means that we are in the basic configuration mode. Hapo ikiwa napekea customer, ukiweka na kuonyesha list of activities that is like connect, disable, enable, exit, logout. Hizo zote unaweza perform ukiwa basic configuration mode. We want to do more. So how do we do that? That was the question. Tulikuwa tunaweka command gani? Katika kuna command yenye tumeweka tuende kwa the global configuration mode or the privilege exec mode. We have switch and the router, they have modes. We have the basic configuration mode and the privilege configuration mode. So we have here right now is the basic configuration mode. Let's go to the privilege configuration mode. Just is here. Actually. There. So this is what we are doing here. Enable. Press enter. Once you do that, your switch configuration changes from basic configuration mode to the privilege configuration mode. Right? We have this sign, which is the hash sign. Now, once we are there, we can show you the different activities. Again, number of commands that being done. What we are interested in is this one, because this is where you can configure the switch, you can do a lot of activities. Okay? The global configuration. So that is what we are going to do. So we go here and we say, do we type as configure? Hapo ni sawa hapo there. You press enter,
Yes.
ingia hapo. Ndio. Step 1, change nini, step 1 ndio hiyo ya kuingia kwa configuration mode. 2, enable forward, change the host name. Ndio. So therefore, let us see. Say host is switch 0. And let me put from switch to switch because that is the I just change like that because the network yako iko na more than one. You need to know which switch you are dealing with. It's sawa. Then from there, we want to enable password. Enable password. Then space, nasema tunaingia password gani?
CCNA.
Yes. So therefore, then press enter. So it is already ni lazima utoke nje, sio kuingia tena. I know that is where you were going to, so you type exit because that is how you get out of the mode. Kutoka hapo, you also need again to exit from the privileged exec mode. You root kwa basic exec mode. So you exit again. Tunaona inakwambia switch 0 console 0 is now available. Press and get that for press enter. In order for us to get to the privileged exec mode, we have to put the password. Just set password. So nasema aje enable. Press enable for a password and so you have to remember is CCNA. Haitajionyesha but you have to put the password correctly. If, for example, I put wrongly, I say I'm typing enable, and maybe nilikuwa nimeweka ikiwa in capital letters, lakini sahii niweke in small letters, for example. It is wrong. Unaona inakwambiaje? Inakutisha password again. Because you have not put the right password until you put the right one. So, right one, and there we go. It is able to work. And then we got the proper configuration again, which is what? Is configure terminal. Sorry. Now, yeah, go. We're able to it up there. I'm going to go
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
good. Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, that is fine. Okay. When you run this command, before running the configuration, it normally shows you different configuration that you have done using that. And like here, we have now created password. And you see the command we put is down here, which is enable password, and then password was CCNA is in clear text. So even if someone came to your machine, you will be able to see what you have done. Not to see electronic. You are able to confirm that of doing the running configuration.
Rudia that last part, Manu.
See, what we are trying to do, once we have done configuration, tulikuwa tunaangalia hapa show running configuration, but let me ndio hii command nyuma, that is what we are trying to look at, and I will do it for you again. Which is show running hyphen config. Sorry, config. Once I do that, it is able to show me we have done is here. Enable password, which is CCNA. Meaning that password is still declared. If something came in terms of security, that is not safe. Because somebody in point of view, password that we have put by using that command. Unaweza kufanya hivyo. Is it working?
No.
Show running privilege to checkpoint. we should be having privileged the exec mode without the config illegal in quotes, illegal in brackets. Sorry. Naona kama hiyo nime highlight, that is what we should be having so that the command may work. Because I'm sure we put it somewhere here. When you put here, like in the global configuration mode, yeah, and I say so running config won't be able to work. It won't be invalid input. Naona kama hiyo. So if you want it to work, you have to fix it, global configuration mode, so that you are in the privileged exec mode. Once you are in privileged exec mode, that is where now you can show the running configuration. There, and you can see what you have done. Sawa. Jesus, are we okay up there? Kelvin, we're okay. So since we can see here, it is telling us we have no service password encryption. So in order for us to have that, we come here and say access has left. So once I get into the configuration mode, I will say service password encryption. I press enter. So once I press enter, means that I have a password. So I use the same command like we had used previously, and so I have to exit. Once I have exited, I say show running configuration. Enter. So notice that we have enabled the password, but now password you can't see it. Now it has been are you able to see that? Yes. So that is how you usually now enter password. Let's do that and then we proceed from there. I hope if you have a challenge, let me know and then we proceed to perform that. We can even go on to another level where we are able to perform, because when we were showing the running configuration, show running configuration config. This then shows a type of encryption is used in Cisco. We can also have a more one. So we go to again the global configuration mode. So we say configure terminal, and we get into the global configuration mode, and we say enable. This is another command you can use, and you say enable secret. And now the previous password we were using CCNA. So now I'm going to use small letters CCNA, CCNA, and I press enter. So let us see if it is working. What I will do, we exit. So you have to exit twice. So we exit again from the switch, and there we are. So when we get into the basic configuration mode, we are going to enable. If now I try to put the capital letter CCNA, it refuses. I do it again, it refuses. I do it the third time. That is what it tells me. I've been locked up. It tells me I have bad secrets. So that is something you will see if you put password more than 3 times. That is what it tells you. Now let me put the correct password. Sorry. It is enable CCNA, and there we are. Then we show running configuration, enter. Now it has changed on how we were enabling. See, the first one was using this one. This is a different type of encryption. The second one, the enable secret, it is using the MD5 exchange. That is why it has 5, and the encryption is a bit stronger. See, this one was a bit basic. This one is a bit more complex. So that is how the encryption works. So that is how you can be able to secure your devices as you start configuring your network. I hope that one